Guess who's back? Back again. The VR is back. Tell a friend. Yes, the old 13s for $1,300 VR is back on track. Think we got some. G'day all, Matty Junga Loy here, and you're watching another episode of Junga Bunga Racing. Today, we're just in the shed tinkering over at Mads, and we're pulling the old trusty Turbo 400 out of the old wagon. And we're putting in our old Turbo 400 that was originally in it. So we're pulling the old girl out, and she'll be getting a health check, and we'll directly we'll get this one straight back in, and we'll get back to doing some more testing on the PSR radials. I want to take it to the track and see how they go on a prep track. So yeah, so today that's all we'll be doing. We'll just be popping that out. The old gearbox, it's been in there for a year. This was the one that was originally in it, and we broke it before the car actually got on track. We had a pump gear failure, and I put this one in that we had. It was already second hand. We went through and put a new valve body in it for a trans brake. It was pretty good. It was a good gearbox, but it had a fair few runs already and cruising on the clutch backs. We never changed them. We've just counted up, we've done 60 runs on the track in that year so far. We've done a bit over 1,000 kilometers of street driving, and also that's without all our little test hits and launches and whatnot that we've done. So we'll get into that. We'd like to thank everyone for the last two videos. They've been really good hit. The Coralban Airport video, it went off. It was a cracker video. So we got really good views and our subs and everything. So we're really happy. Thank you for liking, subscribing and sharing and all them good things. And yeah, righto, we'll get into it. Righto, we've just dropped her out. Me and Matt had dropped her out, and to our surprise, it was making a bit of a racket before I drove it in here, and hard on the gear, boys and girls. Damn. Poor old Kay said enough's enough. So lucky I pulled her out. Got the old converter. We'll pull it apart and have a look at it, but yeah, poor old darling. She's copped some abuse, and that case is rooted. But we'll probably weld her back up and put her in something less horsepower. Damn, righto. Well, we're going back in with Old Faithful. We're gonna have the power turned down a bit anyway, and want to do the test on the PSRs. So just putting this girl back in her. She's built the same as that one actually. So hopefully it's got most of the goodies that's got in there. A couple of little different things, but it'll be good for what we're doing for the moment to test these tyres out at Willow Bank next weekend. So like to do a little bit more on the PSRs, and what else we're doing, guess what's back? We'll bring a video to you, but guess who's back? Back again. The VR is back. Tell a friend. Yes, the old 13s for $1,300 VR is back on track. Think we got some footage. The boys have put a full muffler on it. Mads is doing some fab work. Check her out. See if we got some footage of all the boys are doing that. Critter wanted to go racing while he was over here, while he's in Australia. So righto mate, we'll strap you in the rocket. If you remember, we built this to do the 13th $1,300 challenge with the Nugget Garage and all them Jake and friends and whatnot. And if you don't remember, we were the first to smack the 13 second off the trailer, 1340. We ended up getting it down to a 1320. Look at her. Even got a breather on her now. She's had some upgrades. We've got a new EFI pump for the nitrous. We run a separate fuel cell for the nitrous. Look, big Greg solenoid sitting here. If you've never seen anything about it, go onto the overtaking lane and put in 13s for 1,300. They actually covered the footage. So we got this out of Gundawindi, and yeah, we've got to clean her up, but she's full interior. We've got the boys have got the glove box out of it at the moment, but she's still got still got cruise control and all that good stuff. Listen to her, she's a pearler, she's ready for the gas. She's ready. Now she's got a full exhaust on her. She used to just have a tail shaft that we cut and shut. Me and Mad built this for the challenge. And we're gonna see if we can crack a bit faster. See if we can get in the low 13s, even the high 12s. But a bit of fun for Critter to have a run in and maybe do the odd bracket race in, so. Next video we'll be going testing the wagon on the PSRs to see how we go up the track, see what we got to change, and we'll also Critter will be running the Bombador, the 13s for $1,300. What's he calling it? The Mordor. Yeah. Somebody thing. Americans are different. How you going here, mate?
Good, mate.
Got her all back in. Oh, ready just to put some oil in her and hopefully it's all well. So the poor old other Turbo 400, time for her to retire for that case, but we'll get her in something else and we'll go again.
We'll weld her up.
Weld her up, you reckon?
Weld her up.
Righto, well she's back in action to live another day. Got the other Turbo 400 in, about to go for a drive and see how she goes. She all seems good. Mad reckons it's going to be a good box. Listen to it. Righto, well, time to drive home. Back in one piece. Gonna go do some maintenance to the engine now. Put some new plugs in her and do a compression test, and just want to do the well-being of the motor and ready to start feeding her again. So, righto. Righto, well she seems to be driving good. It's changing. That's a start. I was only dropping in about 50 RPM earlier when I was going third, second, third, just driving, but at Corelvin, when I was grabbing third, we had no converter gear change drop, and it was just third gear slipping on the clutch packs. So we'll get another house and I'll work out what we're going to do with another case and build that gearbox again. No, that's good. Just back on the road, driving good. Ready for the test and tune. The next Willow Bank test and tune, we'll go and see if we can do a bit more testing on these PSRs. Righto, all, we're back in action. We're back in the shed. As you would have seen, we have put the gearbox back in. Yes, we found a bit of damage, a bit of destruction. The old Turbo 400. We've ruined the case. We've already got that box. It's been pulled out. I had another one shipped to me straight away, or brought to me. Daryl Freeman, good friend of ours. I was talking to Daryl that RV and he said, "Oh, I'm sitting on one now. Well, I'll get it up to you." So we could have brought it up Sunday Arvo, and we've already I've sent me box away, my gearbox man, and he's stripping that one and seeing what the damage is. We'll bring a bit of an update of what happened to that gearbox, and then we're going to transfer it into the new case. So that was awesome, and now we're just getting into a bit of maintenance. So what we got here, I've actually got a new crank and cam sensor. Just the other day, I haven't even looked at my logs yet, I had a bit of a sneeze in the driveway. I gave it a skid in my last video on the PSRs. I did a skid in the driveway and it went bang. I think there was 2 bangs. Well, one bang was the case. The second bang was, I think, the crank sensor or the cam sensor shit itself, and it's losing sync because I started up to take it to Mads to do the gearbox, and the car shut off. So I've got to download the data and have a look what's happening there, but I've already gone out and bought new sensors. I had new sensors in this. I put new sensors in when I first got this motor, so it's been about 5 years, so they've had good life. And we've just pulled the spark plugs out. They were new before round 1 at Kenda, and since then they've actually done 31 passes, because at road trip we did 28 and we did 3 at Kenda, plus however many we did at Coralbin. So I'd normally put new plugs in. I put new plugs in every meeting, but when we go testing on the weekend, it's only going to be low boost. I just want to try and find the limit of the PSRs at the 60 foot at the track on a test and tune prep in this car, with no traction control and 4,000 pound and the limited suspension changes we can do. We can do shocky adjustments in the front and rear. We've got good shocks in the front. The rear we don't have as much adjustment. We do have the Vikings, but we're just doing a quick compression test. I like to do a compression test every now and then just to see how the motor is running. So we're just doing a quick compression test at the moment on the motor. We've just wound it over and we've got 150 on number 8. So we've just checked all of them, and 150 is the highest, 145 is the lowest, so it's all checked out perfectly fine. I'm not going to put them plugs back in it. I've got new plugs. I run in the Trana. I pull the plugs out of the Trana every 2 runs, so I've got a heap of the exact same. The R5671A-9 is what we run in the Trana, so I'll put a set of them in for the wagon testing, and yeah, we'll just see how we go. We just want to try a few things on the PSRs. I want to try this gearbox out. This is the old gearbox that was originally in it. It's been built the same as what the box was in it, so it should handle 1,000 horsepower, no worries. That's what we built it for, 900 to 1,000. So I want to try it. Hopefully everything's right with that in the converter. Putting the new sensors in it, and we'll be ready to go racing. So we'll go and make a few licks. Unfortunately, we're going to miss out on Sydney because we're not 100% ready with everything. But yeah, so righto guys, that's all we're going to do today. Just a bit of maintenance, bit of an update what we're going to do. We're going testing at Willowbank this weekend, so we'll bring you another video. And just like to thank you all again for liking, subscribing and all that good shit. Don't forget we're bringing out the 13s for $1,300 VR Commodore is coming out this weekend. So hopefully if all goes well, we'll bring some footage of it. Even if it don't go well, we'll bring footage of it blowing up. So, and hopefully this old girl goes good. Hopefully on the PSRs at the track we can go 1.5, 1.6, 60 foot and hopefully run low 6s. So righto guys, we'll see you all on the next one. Thanks for the support. Junga Bunga is out. You. Check out the pants, guys. What do you reckon about them bad boys? I'm a trendsetter. You.